Hey guys, welcome back to Glenna's World of Coloring. So, I thought we would color out of 50 Halloween miniatures today. Yeah, we're just gonna go back and forth between horror and nightmare creatures and 50 Halloween miniatures because I want to get a bunch of these pages done. And maybe we can do that. Today is the 24th. Today's the 25th. So, let's see. We have 6 days left of this month. So we will be doing, let's see, probably, so this one be one. And then Friday, I don't think I probably won't upload Friday. We'll have to see. I might because I have to work morning shift tomorrow. So I may make a video for Friday. But yeah, today and then possibly Friday and then Monday next week. So yeah, that's 3 more uploads till Halloween is over, and then we will get back into regular books until December, and we will do all Christmas pages in December. So today we are gonna do this page. Yes, and it is really cute too. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and do the stars, I think. Yeah, we're gonna do the stars first in the page. And I'm just gonna go in with my Pentel Sunburst Metallic. This one's gold. I don't have the silver one anymore because I used it. But it did come with 2 pens. The gold one and then a silver one, which I used almost instantly. Because I usually freaking get off of me. The spider crawling up my leg. Anyway. Yeah. I use silver metallics or silver glitters. In my Color Questopia books, if they are not black background. So okay, so how is everyone? Hopefully good. We don't want anybody not doing good out there. We want everybody to be doing good. But if you are having a bad day, you know, hopefully this makes it a little bit better. Just come and chat with us. Even though most of the time I don't have anything to talk about. Which, I mean, is not that big of an issue for some people, but you know, I just don't like having just silence because, you know, it's a color and chat, not a color and silence. Color and silence. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something that I would watch. Alright, so my week has been pretty decent. The big boss man at the place that I work had to come down there today and make sure the store looked alright. For some reason, somebody took it upon themselves. Well, I messed these up. But somebody took it upon themselves to, I guess, go and get a pop or something out of the fridge, or soda. Not everybody calls it pop, but anyway, somebody took it upon themselves to go get that drink, and I guess they had a look. Well, let me say this. From the coolers for the drinks, you can see behind the registers. So, I'm gonna assume that somebody, some Karen probably, took it upon themselves to take a picture back there, because we had like kind of a mess back there, but we were getting it cleaned up. But they took a picture of that mess and sent it to corporate. So that's why the head of not the head of the company, but the one, yes, hello, what are you doing? Oh, baby. But, yeah, my boss's boss came to the store today and was having a look around to make sure everything looked good. So whoever did that is the biggest pile of work I've ever heard of. I mean, yes, we needed to clean that stuff up, but no, we did not need my boss's boss to come in and do an inspection. So, yeah, thanks to whoever that was. We had to spend all night last night just trying to make sure that the store looked okay. And it looked as good as it was gonna get before we left. That's why I want to work for myself. Because if somebody has a problem, you know, they'll be like, oh, can I speak to the manager? I'll be like, why, sure. I'll go into a room that I have behind the register. I'm going to have like an office area behind the registers. And I'm gonna step back out. I'll be like, yes, what can I do for you? And they'll be like, well. Or if somebody's being like really rude and they ask for a manager, I'll say, yes, right. I'll get them right away. Oh, wait a second. I'm the manager. What do you need? I am not going to deal with nothing like that at my store. My pet shop's going to be a negativity-free place, hopefully. All I want to do is sell my animals and have a good looking place. So, and I am kind of coming to the realization that I will probably need a loan to be able to make my dreams happen. So, that's fun. Gotta have you alone. All kinds of good stuff happening. And I don't plan on figuring that stuff out for a bit. But what my previous bosses actually did was they rented out a building and actually made it into the pet store. And when they left, you know, it was back up for leasing. So I think I'll have to end up leasing a building, and then if they offer to sell it to me, like actually keep the building, then I'll buy it, you know. But yeah, that would be really cool. All I would need really is a lot of space. For one, I would need shelving, which, you know, if I bought the building, I'd probably get new shelving. I don't know. If the shelving was good already, sure, why not? And if it had no shelving, well, then I'd have to buy it myself anyway. So that'll be years, though, from now. Years. I want to do it in my early to mid 30s and get that kind of stuff going. Or maybe my late 20s. I am 20 right now. So, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. There'll have to be a lot of work. A lot of work put into something like that. So, yeah, if I could just buy a place or like lease a place and then buy it, I would do it. And there's gonna be all kinds of good stuff. I want to have dog pens to keep like rabbits in, you know, if they were like from the same breeder. Keep all the rabbits in there. Obviously separate the male and female. But yeah, keep them all together. If one started to fight, you know, separate that one out, put it in one of those big long cages. But yeah. Let's see. what else could we do? I want to have a bunch of different fish tanks. I'm going to have to get a new sketchbook so that I can figure all my ideas out, you know, sketch them up. Ah, Jesus, I just got this gold pen on my table. Anyway, like sketch up my ideas and kind of bring them to life. And I think it would be incredible. I think I'll do that on Friday. I think I will go and buy a new sketchbook. Probably one of the bigger ones, not too big, but maybe one the size of this book. And then kind of figure out what I want to do with everything. I kind of already know what I want the logo for the sign out front to be. So that'll be good. And then I kind of know what I want the inside to look like. I want there to be nice, like, perches for birds. Like, well, like the macaws that I want to have, the hyacinth macaws. And then maybe a few other kinds of birds, maybe cockatoos, maybe Indian ringnecks. I don't know, those are pretty small, so maybe not. Maybe African greys. I don't know. It's just so exciting to think about. And then you gotta get into what kind of fish you want to have. Let's see. Okay. What kind of fish you want to have? What kind of reptiles do you want to sell? And then if you're gonna be a breeder, you know, what kind of licenses do you need to have for stuff, something like that. And then obviously you have to have the licensing to do that kind of stuff. You have to have a business license. You have to have transportation licensing for transporting animals. You have to have a captive wildlife license. You got to have all kinds of different things. But you know, I don't get deterred just talking about all the money and the licensing, because I know that I want to do this. I know it in my soul that I want to do this. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. If I can't get the licensing, you know, I'll keep trying. If I can't get certain animals, I'll keep looking. Right now, I'm in a couple Facebook groups, you know, and if I were to get like a bird from this group, or like a guinea pig from another group, you know, I'm not just gonna do whatever I want to with that. They will be put in good homes, more than likely my own, if I'm getting them off Facebook. But yeah, every animal that I purchase will find a good home. Alright, so there's those stars, and we got stars on the hat. Stars on the hat. So many stars. I probably could have colored the stars on the hat with a marker, but that's okay. We're coloring them with the pen. But I just can't wait to start trying to figure everything out. Because if I start now, then in the future when I'm ready to actually have the place, I'll know where I want everything. I'll know what I want to do in the place. It'll be amazing. I guarantee that when I open my own place, I will forget that I'm the manager. Because I'm so used to, you know, being told what to do and all that good stuff. You know, it's just crazy. I definitely gotta hire some people, though, that I trust. So, somebody I work with now, I asked her if she would work at my pet store, and she actually said that she would. And I thought it was really neat because, you know, the work that we do now, it's not fun. It's tedious most of the time, and other than it being that, it's just, it gets so frustrating and annoying because it's like people don't know how to put something back in their spot. And that's kind of how it is for a lot of places. But as soon as somebody puts something in the wrong spot, you know, I'm gonna make sure that it is in the correct spot. I'm not gonna let a bunch of stuff pile up in the wrong areas. That's just not gonna happen. Because it'll be my dream, you know, and it's like a privilege to be able to do that, really. So I'm gonna make sure that that place looks the best that it absolutely can. But yeah, I just think of all the different animals that I could have to sell. I think of like, oh, if people can't keep their animals anymore because they have to move, or, you know, they can't they don't want to take care of them anymore, you know. If they don't want them, you know, we're going to be a place that will take in animals that are no longer wanted or can't be kept anymore. So there will be a spot for stuff like that. Because, you know, these animals, they don't need to be like given up or like euthanized or something like that just because they can't be cared for anymore, or like abandoned or something. So that's what my place is gonna be. A place where you can purchase animals as well as adopt animals that have been given up or surrendered. So it's gonna be a really good thing, I think. But first, I think I want to do this hat blue. I want to do the hat blue. Let's do 883 and 860. So there's 883. Where's 8? There's 860. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, well, bye. I asked her what she was doing, and she just went into her box. She's like, I ain't talking to you. Lord. My mama, actually, she breeds her birds. So I'm thinking that I could actually buy them from her. And supply my store with the birds. And then, yeah, I mean, if she doesn't want to, she doesn't have to, but I just thought of that, you know. if she would sell them, I could take them and sell them at my store. Probably not much more than I bought them for. That's always the factor, you know. You can't, let's say, buy a dog from like a really good breeder, or let's say from like a breeder that's starting out but has really good quality animals. If that breeder sells them to me for, let's say, $100, I'm not going to turn around and sell those dogs for $1,000, which is what my last job does. I think it's crazy. Not many people are gonna buy a dog for $1,000. I mean, they're really like expensive dogs. Let's say like a Pomeranian. Those are expensive dogs, expensive puppies. But at the same time, I don't feel comfortable selling anything for that much. If I had to, I would sell something like that for maybe like half that price, $500. I would not try to get as much money as I possibly could out of that. You know, it's just crazy. Now, I know that there are people that buy them. They're not stupid or anything like that. But I just think $1,000 is too much for a dog. I really do. I really do. I wouldn't buy a dog for $1,000. Just, that's me. Now, if you have or you would, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You have a price range that you would buy from. Just me, the most I would spend would probably be $400 to $500, because that's just a little too much for me. $1,000. Little too much. Let me know, would you buy a dog for $1,000? I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Now maybe people buy them because maybe it's something that they're actually looking for. They're like, oh, I've been wanting a Pomeranian. Yeah, let's buy it. You know, maybe it's like a spur of the moment kind of thing, and they really want one. Nothing wrong with that, you know. If I saw an Akita being sold on the side of the road for $100, sure, you know, I would, more than likely, I would go for that. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. and like reptiles and animals that have been surrendered or they were bought and they were not wanted anymore. I kind of think that that means something if they were not wanted anymore. If that were to happen, I think I would probably sell it a little cheaper. If somebody did not want it, that means that either that animal was aggressive. No. You know what? If somebody brought it back and there was nothing wrong with it, they just couldn't handle it because they hadn't done like the research or something, it'd probably stay the same. Now, if it was like aggressive or something, I would probably mark it down. Yeah. So, if it was aggressive, I would sell it a bit cheaper because not many people... Oh, my head is right in the shot. I think. I don't know. But not many people are going to want to deal with an aggressive animal. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Not many people want to have an aggressive animal. So that's why, you know, you mark it down, you put the reason. You know, if somebody comes up and they're like, oh, why is this marked down but the others aren't? You know, that's, you gotta put why it's marked down. So you put it in a separate enclosure, and then you just take like one of those markers that you can draw on glass, and you put aggressive hamster, like $20. Or like 15. Like, take $5 off because, you know. And I do feel that is less, but it's still a good price to make sure it's not fed to anything. Nobody's going to buy something for $15 to feed to a snake or to you know, one of those kind of animals, you know. Yeah. That's why you can't run out of rats and mice, because people just buy anything. They will. Let's see, what color am I going to do this beak? Probably, let's go for $6.79. That sounds like a good color. But yeah, when I worked in a pet store, we did run out of mice one time and rats, and you know, we didn't have anything, and one guy came up, he was like, I want one of those mice. And I was like, oh, we don't have any mice or rats right now. We'll have some next week. And he says, well, how much are them fancy rats and mice? I told him the prices. He's like, yeah, I'll take one of them. And those are usually for pets, not for food. But he wanted it. It was like $12. I was like, that's a lot. You know, you could just go to Richmond and get a cheap one, or get one there. I wouldn't have paid no $15 almost for something that I was just gonna feed to something. I'm gonna make its eyes. Oh shoot. Alright, so we used CG023, which is neutral gray 023. We used CG041, neutral gray 041. We used B883, cerulean blue. And we've used, let's see, B860, which is sapphire blue. No, that's Indian blue. Okay, and now I used E679 terracotta, and now we're using V789 light peach for the eyes. But yeah, if I have somebody come into my store being like, oh, I need a feeder mouse, feeder rat, and I say, oh, we don't have any, and they say, well, I want one of those fancies, I'm gonna say, no, I can't sell those for feeders because they are pet only. And I'm gonna have a sign where they are saying pet only, so that people don't just come in and buy them for food. That ain't happening. Alright, I'm gonna do this pumpkin, and then I'm gonna call the video. I will do the rest off camera, just so this video won't be super long. And I've got one other video to do. So, yeah, let's do this pumpkin right quick. And I'm just going to grab YR792 orange. But yeah, I'm not going to sell stuff for food that is not meant to be for food. So, you know, I just don't feel comfortable selling a pet mouse or rat as food, because those ones are usually more pretty. They've got really pretty patterns. I'm not gonna do that, because the pretty ones are usually the pets, and like the white ones, the white mice are usually for food. So yeah, I'm not selling any pets as food, no matter how hard they try. I will stand my ground. Because pets are pets, you know? That's like feeding one of your pets to something, and then you getting upset over it, you know? No. Pet only are gonna be pet only. I'm gonna do stuff probably a lot different than how they did it at the store that I worked at. We're going to be a lot more caring. Not that they don't care, but when it comes to, like, let's say sick animals. When it comes to sick animals, they don't take them to a vet. I'm pretty sure. Like I say, I'm not going to name any names because I ain't going to get sued. My butt is not going to get sued if I'm wrong. But, you know, like, they never would take them to vets to get checked out to make sure that they were okay. You know, there was a chinchilla one time that was really, really sick. It would not eat. It would not use the bathroom. And I don't think it even drank any water. Yeah, it was in a bad way. It was in a bad condition. So, one day I came into work. I usually came in like every morning to work, and I noticed, because it had been put in the back where the sick animals were usually kept, and it had passed away because it was not taken care of. It was not seen by a vet. And I know that vets cost quite a bit. But, well, especially like exotic vets. But it needed care. You know, it was dying slowly because it was not eating, it was not drinking, it was not using the bathroom. So it had just passed away because nobody cared, it seemed. Okay, enough about that. We are gonna end the video. We're actually a little bit late. That's okay. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. That is a blast. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.